Shalom friends, this is Eliyahu Shear, and in front of me you'll see this crane lifting up this huge block which is about to be put onto a apartment for building an extra room. And I've always wanted to do this video, and I thought here's an ideal opportunity. I'm standing right opposite this crane from our balcony, and I hope that the audio is coming out okay. And really I wanted to share a beautiful idea in Torah which relates to this crane that you can see in front of you. And that is a story that is told by Rabbi Simcha Wasserman, the son of Rabbi Elchanan Wasserman, Hashem Yinkom Damov, who was brutally killed in the Holocaust. And Rabbi Simcha Wasserman tells a story. He says, how do you bring a Jew closer to Torah? Many people think that bringing somebody closer to Torah is all about shouting and fighting. It's all about arguing with people. A person expresses a view and you have to argue back to him, and you have to prove this and you have to prove that. How do you go about bringing somebody closer to Torah? And Rabbi Simcha Wasserman says, well, it's no different to the way a person would build a house, for example, like we see in this example in front of us here. He says when a person wants to build big things, he needs a machine to do the work for him. For example, if he carries heavy bricks up to the top of a building, it would be crazy for a person to think that he could manage all on his own. And so he brings for himself a crane, which is a huge machine like we see in front of us. And the machine does all the work. The machine picks up the huge bricks and lifts it up with its tremendous force, eventually bringing the bricks to their destination so that the builders can finally build their home or their extra room, their apartment, whatever it is. So too is this the case with Torah. When it comes to teaching Torah to somebody else, teaching them the beautiful values of Torah and the truth of the Torah, there is only one way to do it. Don't believe that you can get involved in fights with people. Don't believe that you can prove yourself with all sorts of arguments. Don't believe that you can come along and say, see what it says here, see what it says there. Because you'll never win the argument. Because the Torah is truth by itself. When a person comes to study the Torah, he will see the truth for himself, if he's prepared to. The Torah itself is the very machine that lifts a person to where he needs to be. And so, when it comes to convincing another person of the truth of Torah, one brings the Torah in front of them and tells them to study it. One does not engage in arguments. Just like when it comes to building a building, one does not take up the heavy bricks by oneself in order to build the building, because we don't have the strength to do it. The bricks will fall, and they'll even fall upon our own toes and hurt us, and we'll fall down and hurt ourselves completely. Instead, we bring the crane which does all the work for us. We bring the Torah, we teach the Torah, and when people see what's written inside the Torah, they will see the truth of the matter, and they will realize that the Torah is true. This was the beautiful message that I once heard from Rabbi Simcha Wasserman himself when I was studying in Yeshiva. And as I see this crane in front of me, and I'm so happy to see it, that I'm finally able to tell the story together with the crane so that people can see the heavy work involved as the crane brought up the bricks so that the people could perform their building which they're going to do. Look at that machine. It's huge. Nobody in their right mind would think to take over the obligation of what it is that that machine can do for us. So too when teaching Torah, teach the source. Show people what the Torah itself says. Let them read the words of the Torah, and the Torah itself will lift them to the levels that they need to be and to see the truth that is inside the Torah.